torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
What's going on, Trojan fans? Welcome back to a live episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And we're coming off of, what was it, a 59 to 20 victory over Georgia Southern. And I know there's going to be a lot of people talking in the chat, so go ahead and come in and join the chat and get whatever frustrations out, whatever you need to talk about. But I really recommend everyone to take another watch of this game. If you haven't watched it again, I think you might have a little bit of a different kind of view, at least from what I'm feeling at this point. But let's go ahead and introduce the guys, and we will be having another special guest a little bit later on to the show, so you want to stay and watch through the rest of the show after we finish our little analysis of this Georgia Southern game. But let's go ahead and introduce the guys here. So, of course, to my far right, we have B Jones. How's it going, B Jones?
Right on.
And B Jones and Raul were both at this game, so we'll get your guys' kind of your how you felt watching the game live a little bit later here. But then to the bottom right, we have, of course, Guns. How's it going, Guns?
Doing good, guys. Fight on.
Right on. All right. And Mr. Raul Flores right below me. How's it going, Raul?
It's going great. Happy Sunday. Fight on.
All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the 59 to 20 victory over Georgia Southern. So just a quick recap of what happened. We'll just go over the box scores of USC. So Jaden Mayava had a record-setting day for himself. He set a new high for career passing yards with 412 passing yards with 4 touchdowns. He was 16 of 24. He had 7 straight completions to start the game off, and then we also had Hassan Longstreet get into the game. He finally had his first incompletion. He went 4 of 6 for 34 yards, and then our run game had itself a day. They had over 200 yards rushing altogether. I think it was 300 yards, right? Yeah, it was 300 yards rushing. Wayman had 167 yards on 16 carries and a touchdown. King Miller, 55 yards on 3 carries and a touchdown. Eli Sanders, 8 for 52 and 2 touchdowns. And we got to see our first look at Harry Dalton, the third. He was 3 of 24. And then, of course, Hassan and Jaden got some rushing in there. And then, of course, our wide receivers, we've had our first 100-yard receiver with Mekhi Lemon. He was 4 for 158 on, I think, 6 targets, and 2 touchdowns. Jacoby Lane, he was almost a 100-yard receiver, 3 of 91 and a touchdown. A beautiful touchdown that he had that basically cemented his name as Can't Guard Jack, because we already know that. And Zach Williams actually had a 61-yard reception. I don't know how he got caught from behind, but that guy, he came flying out there. So, and Walker Lyons had a touchdown, his first touchdown, 40 yards. Lake McCree had a decent game as well. We got to see Xavier Jordan, Tanick Hines, and Eli Sanders. So, but yeah. Defense, we'll talk about the defense a little bit later, but our offense was basically firing on all cylinders. Jaden Mayava had a really good game. So what are you guys' thoughts so far? We'll get into your expectations, but or your actually, that's just the recap. Let's get into the first quarter thoughts of this game here. So let's go ahead and start with B Jones. Give us your offensive thoughts and grades.
A+, man. I have no complaints about the offense.
You sound really far away, B Jones. I don't know what happens. You sound good right before, and then it just kind of.
You hear me now?
No, not really. Not that good.
Yeah.
Come back to me, man.
That's better, right? That was better right there.
Okay, we all good?
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, can't complain, man. As far as the offense, I have no gripes. I don't believe the offensive line gave up a sack, did we?
Nope.
And I don't know if people really noticed, but Georgia Southern's D-line was pretty stout, man.
They were pretty big.
Yeah, there's some big boys in there. Obviously, they're, not the level of competition that we'll be facing moving forward, but hey, we wish. But hey, man, I have no gripes, man. Offense is playing on fire on all cylinders. Jaden looks like a Heisman contender, like I said he would be. So, yeah, I got to get mine in, man, before you guys hammer me about my defensive takes as well. So, but yeah, man, Jaden looked good. The running back room is outstanding. The receivers, of course, they did their thing. Jacoby with the highlight play, which we've seen him do all summer long. We finally get to see it done in regular season. So, yeah, man, everything's looking bright on the offensive side.
Definitely. Yeah, I kept tagging JD Piquel on that catch. Every time someone posted it, I just tagged him just so he could see it, because he reacted to his preseason or his fall and spring camp catches, and I just wanted to show him that it happens in the games too. So, but I appreciate the Penn State sports talk showing up here. Appreciate the love / hate, I guess. But all right, Guns, go, or you said A+ for the offense, right? All right, cool. All right, Guns, go ahead and give us your offensive thoughts and grade.
Yeah, my grade is an A, and it's really just because, we fumbled the ball to start the game. But, we were perfect since that turnover. Love that we went straight to Waymo right after that as well. I feel like in past years we would have just passed the ball and not get the running back confidence back, right? So I thought that was great. I think that shows growth in Lincoln and his play calling. Jaden is him, like you said, right? He had a career day, 400 some yards, 4 touchdowns. Mechanics obviously are better, touches there. It was another great day in the office for Mr. Jaden Mayava. And then he's absolutely proven that Hayden's wrong there. But again, I think it's safe to say our third receiver is going to be the tight ends. Again, it's still a long season ahead, but that's kind of what I'm feeling so far with these first 2 games. And I like that. I think that's what we've been preaching about in the past. So we'll see, right? It's good to still get, the rotation in for that third wide receiver, actually. But I do think when it comes to stats, it's going to be the tight end. So we'll see. And that's it for me.
All right, good. Raul.
Yeah, I'm overall happy with the offense, and I want to clarify one thing. And I'm sorry, Lincoln Riley, but you're on your own on this one. I heard the announcer pronounce Jaden Mayava, so I'm gonna have to switch it back to Jaden Mayava.
This guy.
But no, overall happy with the offense. I think Lincoln Riley's doing a great job. For those that are complaining about Lincoln Riley not running the ball, I think he's doing a great job balancing running and passing, and we can't just stop passing the ball, guys. We got 2 potential first-round wide receivers in the offense, so we can't just not throw the ball. So I think he's doing a great job balancing the great RBs that we have with the wide receiver core.
Definitely.
And then, just spectacular plays by Makai and Jacoby Lane.
You got a grade?
A+. I'll go A+ with the exception of that fumble, right? But overall, I think it was happy. Even that fumble was a long run from Wayman. He just unfortunately got that fumble. But yeah, I'll give it an A+.
Yeah.
On that fumble,
right.
man. We got to get to the defender on that fumble, man. The dude put his helmet right. His helmet placement was perfect. I don't think there's not too many guys who wouldn't fumble that one, man.
That was a perfect form of what you need to do to knock the ball out. So,
right.
Real quick, B Jones, I'm going to need you to clear this up here. So, Kristen, shout outs to Kristen, of course, always showing some love, even if even if he has to go to church, even though we're at the time that he likes us at this point. But he said, glad BC finally listened to the rest of the group and stopped having lives during church hours. So, B Jones, I need you to be say why we've been doing mornings.
Yeah, it's all BC's fault, man. So yeah, I'm glad that you took to the resolution.
Oh, what happened to B Jones? I don't know what happened.
But yeah,
I don't know what happened to B Jones. B Jones is having some computer issues. I'm sorry, B Jones. Like he's been having some microphone issues lately, so I guess.
But hey, before you go ahead, BC, I'm gonna have to say this too. I've been saying Jaden Maeva for Heisman dark horse. So
Yeah.
if it was week 2,
you're not saying Jaden Maeva.
yeah, I mean
who's Jordan Maeva?
Jaden Maeva.
Jaden, yeah. Who's Jaden Maeva?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to talk to Coach Link. I think that's the new guy. But
and real quick, shout outs to
Rob, did you place your bet, by the way, or no?
I didn't get a chance. No.
You can still do it.
He's moving up, so you better hurry up, man.
Yeah, you might as well jump on that right now. But shout outs to Lincoln Riley. Happy birthday to him. He just turned 42, so shout outs to him. And but yeah, so for me, I'm going to give it an A. We found out we have a punter, so that Sam Johnson. Is it Sam Johnson? Yeah, right. Is that his name? Does anybody remember the punter's name? But
Sam Johnson, yes, sir.
So he's there. It sucked that we had to actually punt in the second quarter, and that was the first time in 5 quarters that we had to punt. So that sucked. But for the most part, our offense was pretty much firing on all cylinders. A few throws from Jaden that he probably wishes he could have had back. The one to Makai that was at his feet a little bit. He was wide open. It could have been another touchdown. But other than that, Maeva continues to make good decisions. That one where he actually got flushed out of the pocket and he had to throw it to the through the back of the end zone. Great decision right there. He didn't try to force that. I'm really happy with how he did that. He did there was a few tight quarter passes that he had to that he tried to make, but other than that, he has a nice. Get the pause button here, B Jones ready, but he had a nice touch with his balls. So,
okay,
but no, literally though, his throws are just looking really nice and just his arm movement's really good. He's actually planting his feet. He's the offensive or the announcers were saying that a lot of times he would fade back with his throws. This time he's planting his feet, turning the hips into the throw. He's not trying to make some fadeaway jump shots at this point. So Jaden's doing a really good job. So I'm happy with how he's doing. And if I had money to place bets on, I would put some money down on Jaden being a Heisman finalist.
Jaden's poise this year, man, in these last 2 games has been crazy. I mean,
yeah.
I even stop moving his feet in the pocket before he let one go, man. So
yeah,
that's pretty,
his mechanics are looking really great right now.
He's back there, so I love him, man. Hopefully, keep that up, and he showed that he will take off when he has to.
Yeah, and he almost broke one too, but the linebacker grabbed him by the legs. Still, damn, he knew it too. He saw open grass. So
another thing I want to mention too. You see in the red zone, we didn't have our battering around B-Jack this game, man.
Yeah.
So, Lincoln tried to do some things up. Still think we could have run the ball a few times in the red zone.
Yeah, that was definitely a designated area for B-Jack.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this is where we need B-Jack. But he will be back this game.
Okay, good.
He's fine. He'll be back this game.
And Anthony James definitely brought up a good, huge one that he's been using the tight ends a lot, like Lake. Walker got his first touchdown, and Jaden even knew that he had a touchdown the moment he threw the ball to him. So, but Jaden's definitely turning out to be one of the best leaders on this team at this point. He's easily the offensive leader at this point.
Yep.
Shout outs to Justin T with a huge swing block where he just blew up that defensive lineman.
Then he fell straight on his face.
Did he really? I didn't see.
Yeah,
So
he pulled up, took 2 steps later, and fell right on his flat on his face.
he was just so excited that he destroyed that guy.
Good stuff.
Are you guys talking about Lane's trying to leap over him?
No. Justin T, when he had it was on a screen pass and he had a huge block on the lineman and then just fell flat on his face apparently.
Okay, because you guys said face, but the reason why I said that was because
He got
the security guards there. He's like, oh shit, I think Lane just teabagged his ass.
That's what I told my wife too. I was like, he literally just jumped up and, yeah. And didn't that guy get hurt too off that play?
Yeah. You see what Rusty
I think so, but I was cracking up when after the security guard said that, man.
Yeah. Did you see Trojan Blade's post about that? Like, did Lane just hurt this guy with his you know what?
That was Rusty who tweeted that.
Oh, Rusty. Okay, Rusty. My bad, Rusty.
That was
yeah.
Rusty.
But we have the 2 best wide receivers in the nation. I'm calling it at this point right now. Like, we have the best duo. Like, 2 first-round draft picks right off the bat. But are you guys?
Receiver duo. You got to throw Jaden in there too, man. You can say we got the best trio. We got the best offense.
Yeah.
Well,
by stats, legit, we do at this point. Like, there's no you can say whatever you want, but statistically, we're the best offense. So, are we done glazing the offense at this point right now, and we want to move into the defensive?
You did not have to say that.
But are we? We are though, and it's kind of hard not to pause. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right. Second corner here. So this is the corner that I'm sure a lot of people in our chat are waiting to talk about. Defensive thoughts and grades. So real quick, shout outs to Trojan Dale. Balanced play calling for sure. Yes. We had 33 rushing attempts on 30 passing yards or 30 passing attempts. So we rushed the ball more than we did pass. So let's start with let's go with Raul. We'll start with Raul for the defensive thoughts and grades.
Defensive thoughts. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as people may feel like it's currently. I mean, I'll give it a B. And the reason for that is just because obviously there was a couple plays that, the run defense didn't look good out there. And then that miscommunication on the secondary. But aside from that, I think the defense is doing well, especially the D-line, putting some penetration and, just getting to the quarterback and just making him uncomfortable out there. So aside from those 2 things, I think the defense is doing well. Hopefully we can fix it here in the upcoming games.
All right. We'll see how the chat feels about it here, but I'm seeing already some thoughts. But let's go with Guns.
Yeah, for me, I'm giving it a C+ for defense. Run defense definitely still needs to get worked on, right? I mean, as we get into conference play, these teams are going to run more to keep our offense off the field, right? We talked about the offense and the glowing reviews. If I'm the opposing coach, I'm running the ball more, so those guys aren't on the field. So I'm definitely get that cleaned up. Also need to ensure just communication is under wraps, right, for secondary, right? We had another busted coverage. Do anticipate rotation to tighten up in conference as well. So I do think that will, both will kind of, go hand in hand, I guess you could say, on getting things fixed. But let's talk about some positives. We had 4 sacks, 8 tackles for loss this past game. That is 9 sacks between the first 2 games. If you guys were curious, on last year, we had 2.5 sacks, I believe, between the first 2 games. Major improvement. I mean, that's what we've been wanting to see. So expect that to continue to go, and we're definitely going to beat our last year's total, in my opinion, in terms of sacks. And then lastly, shout out to Anthony Lucas, B. Jones's guy. He got his 2 sacks yesterday, so his man really deserves his flowers, and I'm glad. BC said last week, the running joke. I'm glad that's over with, and we can just focus on seeing more sacks and just more pressures from him. So shout out to Mr. Lucas.
Right on. And I just put up a poll in the YouTube chat. So if you're on Twitter, hop on over to YouTube real quick, give us a subscribe, hit a like, and then go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and make a vote. I said defensive grade B, C, D, F. So I didn't have the option to be able to add a 5th option there, so I would have put A, but I don't think anyone would have given an A. So yeah, B. Jones.
This one hurts, man. This one hurts. You guys know I've been bragging about the D-line all summer long.
Yep.
And then they come out, and now I got egg on my face, man. But yeah, they know they need to tighten it up. I'm sure they're getting an earful from the coaches. The coaches are not happy about it. So, but who better than to fix it than this coaching staff, right?
Yep.
So if you can trust this coaching staff to fix these issues, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? They have the staff. So, not only that, man, can't really complain much about our outside guys. Our edges and ends, they're doing their thing. But interior guys, I'm calling you out, man. I'm calling you out. Y'all owe us the next game. Right? I believe that you guys got us, though. I believe that you guys are going to make it up to us. So, I don't like egg on my face, though. You know, help your boy out, man. But yeah, as far as secondary, man, the lack of communication in the secondary is crazy to me, especially when we know that Coach Lynn stresses obnoxious communication, over communicate. You know what I mean? So that really bugs me, man. So we can't have that no more, man. And if you just can't communicate, then you won't see the field. And I'm sure that's what Coach Lynn is preaching to these guys right now. So don't complain about playing time, man, if you're not getting showing the coaches what they need to see to trust you on the field. So,
yep.
That being said, man, all these things are correctable. So don't freak out, everybody. Just because we didn't see it corrected as we wanted to this game doesn't mean it won't be corrected. Yes, it is disappointing because, you want to go up each week, right? You want to see us go up and feel like we took a step back. But next game, maybe guys will be more pumped, more amped, and we'll see them really put their best foot forward and really lock in, especially this game being a conference game. And, once again, another week that we're not ranked. So that should put some fire under their bus as well, man. So it's not all doom and gloom, man. Yes, it is disappointing. Our defense can definitely play better, but we know that they can play better, meaning that it will happen. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it, man. We're going to be all right.
Yeah. And did you give a grade?
Yes, I did. Did I?
I don't think so. C.
Yeah, I'm giving just a flat C.
Okay. So everyone's definitely pretty much said everything that I possibly could say. But one thing, though, is that we had Anthony James, I think, said it here that we've had a lot of penalties that cost us 3 and outs. Illegal hands to the face. We had 3 of those, and as I rewatched it back, I'm only through halfway through the game right now, and I counted at least 6 illegal hands to the face that could have been called on us, or 3 other illegal hands to the face that could have been called on us. So we got to be better with keeping our hands away from the face, of course, and then communication. Like B. Jones said, the fact that they preach over communication, the fact that we're still having some issues with who's going to cover who is not a good thing to see. And our Braylon Shelby, Anthony Lucas, Cam Fountain are killing on the edge. Like, they're getting a lot of pressure. It's just when it comes to the interior portion of it, I feel a little inconsistent when it comes to the pressure. Sometimes they'll get pushed back. Granted, Georgia Southern was second in the votes to win their conference. So I know they lost to Fresno State and us, but I feel like they're still going to be a decent team in their conference. So Helton's an offensive-minded coach, so I think it just sucks that fact that it's Clay Helton that scored 20 points on us. Like, it just sucks that much more. Like, I love Helton. Like, he's a nice guy or whatever. I know people don't want to hear that, but he's a nice guy, and he's good at knowing offense. So it is what it is. I'm giving it a solid C. A lot of stuff, like B. Jones was saying, to clean up. It's something that's coachable. It's not stuff that last year where we didn't have the size. Where you can't coach that, you can't like just go out to the portal and get more size. It's just the fact that they need to be better at communicating and just be more disciplined on that. So I'm sure Coach True is going to make them kind of instill that a little bit more into their head for discipline. So. But Dale, we are not on Spotify yet, and we will try to get there soon. I keep saying that, and I keep saying it's going to get there soon. So, but yeah, any last words for the defensive thoughts and grades before we move on to just like our offensive standouts, and also, do we have any recruiting updates there, Guns?
Yeah, before you go,
we do.
Hold on,
go.
I was gonna say, shout out to DeCarlos Nicholson. He got that interception. I don't know if we brought it up, but
His first interception of his career.
yeah. So shout out to him. Like I said, it's not all that bad with our defense. You know, we can correct these the run D and then the miscommunication. That's something that's pretty easy to correct, in my opinion. If they emphasize that during the week, I think we'll see a huge improvement on that this upcoming week.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the defense or DeCarlos for that INT.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Henney is not going to be happy about this. So I'm sure he's going to make sure that they get some of that dog work going on. But yeah, shout out to Kristen. He said, yes, D-line was getting pancaked yesterday, but it was also LB's not shooting the right gaps and filling their gaps, and that opened up some run lanes. Yeah, I did see sometimes where they went to the outside when I'm not sure if they were supposed to go on the inside or not, but they just weren't in that position right there. But we were physical, and based off the stats don't look as like if you saw the stats, it would be a little bit different than what we saw on the field. So, but yeah, anything else before we move on? And we have our special guest waiting for us to get him in here. Everyone knows who he is, or at least you've all heard of him if you know USC Twitter at this point. But any last thoughts before we move on? All right, let's go ahead and bring him in here. So you all know him. You all love him. You've seen him on Twitter. He's the captain of the class of 2026, Mr. Brandon Lockhart. How's it going, Brandon?
What's going on? It's going good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We really appreciate you coming on the show on a late Sunday night here, at least late for me, so not late.
For sure.
But yeah. So how's everything going, Brandon?
It's going good. Just played a game yesterday, so a little banged up, but I'm doing good other than that.
All right. Well,
big win, man.
Yeah, big win.
For sure.
So,
well, you guys haven't going to the game. You guys haven't let the opponent score once. From what I saw, you guys scored 143-0, right? So, congrats on that, B-Lock.
I appreciate it. Yeah, defense put in a lot of work for these three so far, so we're just gonna try to keep going every week.
So how is it playing on a new team this year? Like how has it been like getting the chemistry with you and your teammates now that you're at a different school?
Yeah, I'd say the first day I got there, honestly, they made me feel like family. They came in with open arms, and it really wasn't hard. Like a lot of these guys I had kind of known prior, just in the football world, everyone kind of knows each other. I just never played with these guys, but chemistry was kind of there. The first few days I was there, and felt like family ever since.
It definitely helps that you have some fellow commits on the team with you. So
yeah, 2 others.
But yeah, B Jones, you want to say something?
Oh yeah, I was saying shout out to Tron, man. Tron had a big game. He had,
165. 165.
Oh wow.
4 receptions.
I didn't mean to shortchange you, bro.
2 touchdowns. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Tron was balling.
Tron balled out for sure. That was his breakout game.
Who do you guys have up next?
We played Downey. So got a pretty good QB, Oscar Rios. So it's gonna be a good one.
Right on. Guns, did you have any questions for B-Lock while we have him here?
Honestly, got any interceptions so far? I mean, that's what I guess the only question I got.
So let me tell you, I've got the ball targeted maybe 6 times.
So they're afraid of you.
Yeah.
None of them have been close to my hands. They've either been out of bounds or to the floor. So no, just PBUs right now. No interceptions. I need one though.
I like to hear that though so far, but yeah, you definitely do need one. But they're definitely, you're locking it down over there, so that's
For
good.
sure.
I would take that as a compliment.
And from what I've seen too, some of the highlights I've seen, you're laying out the wood out there, man. You making the wide receivers be felt, man. So.
Gotta do something. They're not gonna throw it towards me. You're gonna hear me.
Definitely. So, when it comes to well, I just had a question for you. How is it playing on the opposite side of Madden?
So he's probably one of the smartest football players I've ever played with. I feel like his IQ is insane when it comes to football, and his knowledge for every position. Like during practice, I'll be at corner, and sometimes I'll look to my right, and he'll be playing linebacker, and I'm like, what? How does this guy know what he's supposed to like? He's just he's a really smart player. Someone who I could definitely see myself playing with. For the rest of my future at Sierra Canyon and USC.
Nice. Anthony James has a question for you. Are you going to be at the Michigan game?
Absolutely. My sister goes to Michigan, so it's it's going to get a little chippy in the family.
Okay. Is she going there for sports or is it just school?
Just school, yeah, medical.
How'd that happen? How'd you let that happen?
I don't know. I don't even know.
How's she feeling after that? Does she watch their football games or anything?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
How does she feel after that OU Michigan game?
She's a little salty, but
yeah.
Hey, she chose the wrong side.
Let her know that every day.
Absolutely.
Right on. Let's see here. Anything else you got, B Jones?
No, man. Just want to get your thoughts on the game yesterday, man.
It was a good game. I mean, we knew that they were a very well coached team. They had definitely a few guys who are top level guys. Being on the defensive side, I feel like we got a lot of pressure on us already. Just in the beginning of the season to come out and shut them out like we've been doing. So I mean, just the practices leading up to this, we've really been taking accountability for the good and the bad that we've been doing, and just trying to come out every day and practice and execute 100%. And when game time comes, and that you see a 0, that's how we know we did our job.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was a good game for sure. Like those guys, they were definitely talented. Definitely a good team.
Yeah. And real quick, when Clay Helton was at USC, did he ever recruit you to come to USC?
No.
Really?
No. The first person who recruited me to
I think
go
it was early, to be fair, but yeah.
It was Dante.
Probably.
Oh, it was Dante.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and we got a question from Kenneth Wynn. What has impressed you the most about USC's turnaround on defense the last few years?
Definitely the energy during practice. Last year being at their practices, it was really dead. No energy, no get up and go, no celebrating. But ever since Belk and T. Reed got there, I seen like definitely an energy shift. And since Coach Lynn got there too, just a complete energy shift. And those guys wanted to be out there and dominate. So I think it's been translating to the field very well.
Absolutely.
Right on. What's anything? Any questions, Raul? You got?
No, I was just gonna say. So far, B-Lock, what do you think of the USC team this year? What have you liked about the defense and then in general the team overall?
The energy, I'm telling you, it's different. Like these guys, after every play, every like PBU, they're hype and they're ready to go for the next play. And also the offense is executing very well with we have 2 new running backs who are very, very good. They're insane. But yeah, I think the whole team in general has been executing and just coming with a different mentality and different energy.
All right, and so
I actually have one question. Sorry, jump in here. This is more recruiting. So we know that you're killing it with the 26 class and getting these kids committed. Pretty much throughout this year. Are you targeting anyone so far for the 27 class?
Aaron Washington, Danny Lang, who else? Jacob Whitehead, Khalil Terry, all DBs.
Okay, I like it.
But yeah, no, those.
Are you talking a little bit with your running back teammate by chance or anything? Stokes, I believe is his last name.
Jackson Stokes.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice.
Yep. No, he's interested. I've talked to him a lot about USC, and he loves it too. So,
Man, I don't think he knows, but you already got him locked in at USC. You're that great of a recruiter.
Yep.
all right, and so we would like to get your thoughts on the Georgia Southern game from last night.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch the full thing because I played yesterday.
Oh yeah.
But just watching the highlights back, I think offense killed it and defense killed it too. So saw D-Nick had a good interception. Jacoby Lane's catch was insane. And then Mekhi Lemon went crazy. He only had 4 receptions, but like 175 yards.
So I want to know, from your perspective, how would you lock up Mekhi or Jacoby?
Jacoby, if I'm playing man, I feel like you're going to have to be physical at the line. And you're going to have to expect a long ball. He's not super shifty. I feel like Mekhi Lemon's definitely more of a shifty guy. So being handsy with the more settled, calm receiver is important. And then with Mekhi, I'm gonna have to play. I'm gonna have to use everything I got because he's a dog for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, B-Lock, I don't know if you'll be able to get on the field with these guys, man, in practice every day. I think they're gonna be gone.
Yeah, I think this year's their last year, unfortunately.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Why?
I think it's true. I think
I
it's
want
true.
them to come back though. Come on.
It would be nice to see them come back, but I think the way they've been playing, it's bound.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to, like, if they're going to be projected at first round, which clearly they are first round talents. It's going to be hard to have them come back. So
yeah.
What are your thoughts about how Jaden's been playing?
I think he's been doing really good. I think he's living up to what people expected him to do this season, and he's been doing good. I see no flaws yet. So,
do you think you could pick off Jaden?
Yeah.
There you go. That's the right answer.
You'll never hear no.
Fair enough. I should have expected that. So
any QB,
so yeah. Well, they won't be thrown your way. So like they
man. Tell me about it.
Yo, B-Lock, I have another question for you if you don't mind. I don't know if you can answer it. If you can't answer this, by any means, don't do that.
Mhm.
But now that obviously you've been committed and the season started, can you
Mhm.
share a little bit more about the recruiting, how what happens in season and whatnot? How's that going?
With recruiting with USC or like recruiting in general?
In general, and then with chat voting, if you're able to. If not, you don't do that.
No, yeah, I mean, I think I've like made it very clear that my commitment's fully shut down. So I feel like the recruiting process is really just me and USC right now. Just keeping in contact, staying in touch. Tuning into their games while they tune into mine. I feel like it's a good relationship, and there's not much to really be said. Like I'm really locked in. And they know that, and I feel like being committed since 2023. Like they know I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, that's so long ago. It's
Yeah.
been that long already. That's
Yeah.
I don't know.
crazy.
The guys over there at Oregon, man, they seem to think otherwise. Be like,
Do they even have your number anymore still?
No.
Just messing with.
I took
Yeah.
my visits, and none of them can compare.
exactly.
So give since being at Sierra Canyon here, give us like kind of your preparation, like how you prepare for each game now, like the leading up to the game, like game day.
So yeah, it's very similar to how it was at my old school. We have school, we do all that. During the middle of the day, we'll have a little team meeting, just get our minds right. And then right after school, we go straight to team dinner. We have our team dinner, guys just chilling, talking, no phones. And then from there, after that, we have call outs. And then we do something called, I don't know if I'm allowed to speak on this. I don't know if it's actually a secret. It's like
Don't. I was gonna say don't say it if you're not
no,
sure about it.
it's called secrets. It's where we all talk to each other as a safe space. Let each other know like how much we love each other, and what's going on in our lives and stuff, and how much we appreciate everyone. And it's just a safe space for the whole team, and I think it's really good for building a brotherhood. And then after that we have call outs, and then it's mental preparation. Everyone does their own little thing, and when 7 o'clock hits, it's go time.
And what do you think is the biggest growth you've had on in your game from last season to this season so far?
That's a good question.
Definitely my IQ level. I think playing with Maddie, and also learning from other coaches, and being on kind of a higher level definitely makes me think of the game, having to think of the game quicker. Just different schemes, having to learn different type of things definitely made me more of a better learner when it comes to reading different stuff on the field and off the field.
We definitely can't wait to have you both up. I know you're playing in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Another thing. Sorry, slipped my mind. Threw me off there. But I'm getting old.
All right, and we do have some questions here. Preston Paradise says, any young DBs you like in the NFL?
Terrion Arnold, I think, is a dog. I like his mentality. His mentality is different. And then I don't know. Do you count Sauce Gardner young? I count him as young because I feel like he's still got a lot of more time.
Well,
so
he's been in the league for like 4 years right now, right?
really?
Has it been? Yeah, because he came from Cincinnati back when Cincinnati was in the playoffs. So I think that was about like 4 years ago.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I guess
crazy.
he's not too young, but Terrion Arnold for sure is one of my go-tos right now. I can't forget Jalen Smith. Come on.
Oh yeah. Oh
Can't
no,
forget J-Rock.
they're doing their thing up there.
Jalen and Bullock, those are the guys. So that's automatic.
Definitely. Well, I think we'll go ahead and let you go here, B-Lock. I know you. I don't know if you have homework you gotta do or anything like that, but we really appreciate you being on the show. Is there anything anything you would like to tell the Trojan Army out there here before we let you go?
We got 3 Trojans playing on Thursday against Downey High School, and just probably gonna be another shutout. So you might want to tune in. Should be a good game for sure.
Is that gonna be a home game or away game?
It's an away game? Yeah.
I might have to go to that one. It's super close to my place, so
Yeah.
probably go out there and catch your game out there.
Yeah. No, we're gonna turn up for sure.
To the
And let
quarterback.
them.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna, before you go, let them know where they can follow you on socials.
Oh yeah. My Instagram is at TDC.lock. And then my Twitter is B_Lockhart_23.
Yeah, and to the quarterback at Downey, go ahead and test B-Lock here. See how well you do, okay?
I
Please.
don't know if this game-
He needs his first interception, so you could be the first
do.
one to do that for him.
Yeah. Me and Maddie need our first interception.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's gonna
Matter
come
of
down.
fact, Maddie, come holler at us, man.
I'll let him know right after this. For
Wait.
sure.
How's your college football game going? Like college football 26? Are you playing that?
I haven't got it.
You haven't got it?
He's focused, man.
I
He's
need
locked
to.
in right now.
I
Fair
need to.
enough.
He's locked in right now.
I haven't had
dude.
too much time.
And Preston says that you guys have a no-fly zone at Sierra Canyon. Well, yeah, they're too afraid.
0 points.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you, man. You're always welcome back on the show, and tell Maddie to slide on by. So
Got you.
we'll get his thoughts in. But we really appreciate you, B-Lock. So you have a great rest of your night. Okay.
And
Yes,
good
sir.
luck.
I appreciate
Good
you
luck.
guys.
Good luck the rest of the year to you and your team, and keep on shutting out those opponents.
For sure. I appreciate you guys.
All right. Fine.
Okay.
Thank you,
On.
B-Lock.
Right on,
Right
man.
on.
All right. That was the captain of the 2026 class, B-Lock, and as you heard it, there's a no-fly zone going on. They're too afraid to pass on them, and if anything, they're throwing it out of bounds. So it's definitely great to see that he's locking it down. It's in his name, so he's locking it down. But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and we kind of skipped a quarter here, but we can go back to it. Do you want to put some offensive MVPs and defensive MVPs out there?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's go ahead and start with guns. And give us
Yeah,
your
I
play
mean,
of the game, too.
Play of the game too. Okay. Well, they don't go hand in hand, but offense is definitely, Jaden. He balled out, had the career night. You got to give him his kudos for that game. The play of the game, though, I'm gonna say is the Waymo touchdown. The long touchdown. Yeah, I like that, man. Just the way he moves, man. It's just really
He's so smooth.
Genty-esque. I mean, maybe it's because he's wearing number 2. He's got the stance like him. It's just we got a Genty clone. So I'm really, really happy that the staff went full court press on getting him in this portal class past off season. Defense. I mean, I gotta give Anthony Lucas some kudos. I definitely can give it to DeCarlos, but again, I've been on him a lot, Lucas. So I'm glad he's got it, and we'll just continue to see his growth. So shout out to Anthony Lucas.
All right, B Jones.
Yeah, man. So offense, it's kind of, it has to go to Jaden, right? I mean, he had a career night, his first 400-yard game. So I'm at the agree with guns on that as far as Jaden. Play of the game definitely goes to Jacoby with that catch. I mean, and I got a feeling that we're going to see a couple more of those this year too. So,
Oh yeah.
Defense, we can give it to D Nix. He did get that pick, and it was nice. But I'll let someone else do that. I'm going to give it to EG. EG led the team in tackles, man. So it's good to see him back in his form. I think that rust is gone. We're going to see better games for him right now. And he only played. He led the team in tackles and didn't even play the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So, I mean, hopefully we can get an update on that situation. Hopefully he's fine. But yeah, man, EG is doing EG things.
All right. Roll.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep going Jaden Maava for every game until he proves me wrong, or until he proves me that I'm wrong, right? I think I botched that twice, but you guys get what I'm saying. Jaden Maya was offensive MVP. Um, Jaden Maya was the MVP. He did his thing, and for me, the play of the game on the offensive side was Makai Lemon breaking a tackle and taking it to the house. It just proves that he's a tough guy to bring down. Like every play, he's out there, making that defensive back work to get him down. And it usually takes two or three defenders before he gets, put on the floor. And so I have to give him the love for that because he puts that energy and makes sure that he makes it difficult for the defensive back. Defensively, yeah, I would have to go the same with. Or actually, I'll give Anthony Lucas because of the 2 sacks, and he finally got there putting pressure, and he demolished 2 offensive linemen at the same time.
Okay, wait. I gotta pull that up because that was disgusting. Like,
I'm waiting on that, man. Are you ready?
say that again.
No, so while we're waiting on that, man, I just wanted to show to realize, man, when Makai Lemon gets the ball, he turns into a running back.
Yeah,
Like that, literally play every position on the field. You know what I mean? You can put him anywhere, man. He's just a football player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't forget he plays the corner for us too, man. So dude's just a perfect athlete.
I forgot he played corner at one point. How did we have that happen? Well, I know how, but yeah. Here's the play. Like, this is insane. Poor guy. That's just rude.
My hair's still on. Look,
Granted, he did get a little what is it called, help from Jade, but Jade, he did that with one hand too. So like he had 2 people on him, and that's insane.
Dude is at what?
He's like, what just happened?
Dude is at the 40-yard line. The other guy.
That was hard.
Yeah. But all right, so for me, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. Like, I know you guys are gonna be upset about this, but I'm gonna give it to the offensive line for the offensive standouts because no sacks on Jaden at all so far. Besides Hassan Longstreet's what is it called, fumble, our quarterbacks have been upright this whole time. We've been kind of rotating some of the offensive linemen. Like, we've seen JT in there, and we've seen Tobias Raymond at guard. Well, like, he's been at guard the majority of the time. We had Micah Benuelos at right guard, and then Alani Noah in the second half. So, like, no matter who's at our offensive line, they've been doing really good. Elijah Page has been holding it down on the left. So just shout outs to the offensive line. Like, I know like that was kind of a big situation for us last year. Another reason why kind of Jaden had some questionable plays because he was running for his life. But this offensive line has been opening up massive holes, gaping holes. Like I can score a touchdown. Yeah, go ahead and hit the pause button. Go for it. It's on purpose. It's on purpose. So like it's not a slip of the tongue. I go for it. But no, this offensive line has just been killing it. That swing pass out, that screen, JT just destroyed the guy. And then, of course, like B. Jones said, fell flat on his face. But hey, he did his job, and that's all he had to do at that point. And that opened up Eli Sanders for a touchdown, right? Was that a touchdown for him? I can't recall, but yeah. So for the defensive side, I'm going to give it to Anthony Lucas because it felt like he got a burden off his shoulders after he get that first sack, and that was a crazy sack. He came across the line and still got the sack right up the middle. So, and then after that, it was starting to come natural for him to get into the quarterback's face and get that sack. So, shout outs to him for that. And play of the game, I'll give it to D-Nix and his interception. for that. And the play of the game for our offense clearly is going to be that the Mona Lisa of catches for Jacoby Lane. And then, yeah, he could have went with the other one where he kind of tried to hurdle someone, but I'm not going to do that. But also, I want to give a PSA. We need to get Mekhi Lemon away from special teams because that was scary. Can't have that happen again. Like, I know he came back and got some touchdowns in there, but it's too scary to see him limping coming off a special teams play. So who did we have back there after that? We had Zacharias back there, I think, and Eli.
Eli,
yeah. So keep it like that. All right. Are we anything else you want to talk about when it comes to the offensive defensive standouts before we go to our outcome of how we did on the college playoff or the CFB?
Before you move on, just kind of like you said, the O line's been doing their thing, and then I'm gonna give a shout out to Killian O'Connor, going from a walk on to a starter and 0 QB pressures allowed so far. So so he needs his flowers, and keep doing your thing, Killian.
And Lincoln Riley, if you're watching this, give King Miller a scholarship. He needs that right now. Yeah, retroactive that his scholarship, so he doesn't have to owe any money to USC, because the dude he scored twice already in 2 games as a walk-on, and it was in the third quarter, I think, when we know it was the fourth quarter with Hassan. Never mind, but still, like, the dude takes it to the house every chance he gets. Like he it's insane what he can do. And shout outs to Harry Dalton III as well for getting in there. Wait, split scholarships? What?
His earlier comment, he said you can't give him and not his brother.
Oh yeah. Definitely give his brother.
That's what he's saying. Yeah, split con.
All right. So, any last words before we get into Guns winning? All right. Shout outs to USCJ as well. Shout outs to him. Definitely, if you're not subscribed to him, go ahead and subscribe to him. And Preston Paradise as well. He does a great pregame show on Saturdays with him and Polly Walnuts. Always go ahead and try to give them a shout out. They do some great stuff. They have some great visual stuff. So definitely shout outs to you, Preston. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the final portion here. So Guns, let us know how we did in the college football pick'em.
Yeah, so obviously week 2 is over. And you're looking at him, the winner. I was 21-2. Raul was 17-6. B Jones and BC were 19-4, and then our special guest Ryan was 20-3. So through 2 weeks, I am leading also 40 wins and 6 losses. Raul is at 38-8, and then again B Jones and BC are tied at 39-7. Got week 3 coming up. Got some big games, especially on the non-Big Ten side. And, moving forward, obviously we're going to see, quote unquote, less Big Ten games. But we'll definitely, try to fill most of the slots with some tight, non-Big Ten games. Because last week there was some chaos in our non-Big Ten games. So I think I'm going to keep doing that. It would be good to see, the swing games. So.
Yeah, and Anthony James said it really well here. Every top team struggled yesterday or week 1. Make the corrections and move forward. Because Troy almost knocked off the number 8 team, and Florida got knocked out by the USF, which USF needs to, like, their top team at this point with how they've been playing. Or maybe Florida and Boise State are just trash. Who knows? But Michigan, they lost. They struggled pretty bad against Oklahoma. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, LSU played with its food as well. Who else kind of struggled a little bit? Who kind of had some late games issues?
UCLA struggled.
They are the definition of struggle right now. They are bad, and I think I forgot who said it, but someone said that UCLA and Tennessee had the first ever college football trade, and it's working out for Tennessee.
Right.
Like,
Who does UCLA play this week?
I have no clue, but it's probably not
New Mexico.
Oh, New
Oh, yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah, so they play next week. It's gonna be I'm very excited to see what you guys choose for that one. So
Is
New Mexico, come on, let's go. Lock me in already.
It's
I want to see
at
that.
UCLA, so
it is, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but so there's probably gonna be more New Mexico people there then. Like
Yeah, Tennessee. Wow.
UCLA
Hey, Anthony
is
James, you know who got a good win?
the Raiders.
Logan's already put his pick in. New
Raiders.
Mexico will win.
Raiders.
Oh God.
In the show. Shut it down.
Yeah. Anything else here? Oh, real quick, I kind of want to give a shout out to this team. Shout out to Missouri State. They got a win against Marshall. So I know they were kind of thinking that they might not do so well or whatever, but shout outs to them. They got a win against Marshall. But yeah, other than that, Georgia struggled with Austin Peay for a little bit, which is kind of weird. And
yeah, I thought it was just the weather. I could be wrong. I didn't watch it, but I know it was delayed for a while.
oh, was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but again, I didn't watch anything, so I can't really say much.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for us. We'll be back on Wednesday. But yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday for our pregame against Purdue. It's going to be USC's first road game, and Purdue's been kind of looking good, but they haven't really played much either. Like who did they play this week?
Southern Illinois.
Southern Illinois. Who the hell is that?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
they scored 34, but I think it was like 34-17.
That's
last week they scored 30 points too or something, but.
Yeah, they shut out Ball State last week.
Yeah.
But wait, you said they played Southern Illinois, so they let Southern Illinois score 17, but not Ball State. Interesting. Interesting. But all right, well, it's we'll go ahead and get out of here, guys. If you guys want, go ahead and get a chain. Follow me on Twitter. I need to make a post about it, but. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. Make sure that all USC fans know who the Light the Torch podcast is. And but yeah, until next time, we're gonna go ahead and get out here and keep the torch burning bright. Fight on.
Fight on.